My family was the Pentecostal that looks Pentecostal on the surface, but behind the scenes, it was not always that way.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I was molested by one of my family members. And when I went to my mom and I told her, she told me basically I would ruin my family if I told anybody
Oh,
else.
Mom.
So that just happened until I was 12 and just continued to happen. You know, and my family said that it's a mental illness. Molesting kids is a mental illness.
Wait, so they just allowed it to continue to happen?
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah. But now as an adult, they say I never told them.
But because you were Pentecostal, they wanted to hide it, so they just allowed it?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Wow, man.
Because it would ruin our family, and like our family was like predominant, and like you know, they was big in the
people knew who
churches,
you were.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and so we definitely couldn't have like a child molester in our family.
That's what I find fascinating too with all these like super religious people. Like on you know, on the surface, yeah, it sounds good, but then you look into it a little bit, like,
Wow.
yeah, look, wearing jeans ain't looking so bad right now.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, so what's like, are you angry at your mom growing up for that? Or it's just like, this is normal, so.
I think it became normal. Like, it was when I said it the first time, and it was like, hey, you know, this will ruin our family. Also, if you tell your stepdad, like, he'll go to prison. He's going to kill somebody if you tell him what's happening. So I never told my stepdad either. So that was like this burden that I had to carry. You know, I just kept like, I thought it was normal. Like, okay, nobody cares, so this must be how, you know.
How often is that occurring?
Probably minimal, like once a week. Minimal.
Really?
I was
So
really
it's a
hoping you were going to say that.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
pretty, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
God, girl.
So my mom and the family member, they did drugs together, so we was there frequently. So, and, you know, like, I'm not defending my mom, but she was also on drugs. So
Yeah.
it's like it didn't really click to her. I don't think that what was really happening.
And how does that work out? Like, if you're cool talking about it, like, is it happen like when your family's there? Does he do like the creep in the room?
Yep,
Like,
the creep in the room.
and like the whole family's in the house still, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like he like separated you from.
No,
the
like we
herd.
would go upstairs to the playroom, and
Wow.
you know, they would just sit. Just-
And how long did that last? How old were you?
I think it started when I was like 5, and maybe it stopped when I was 12, maybe.
And what made it stop?
I don't know. I thought that maybe he just was tired of me. I later found out that it just moved. I just got too old, I think. I think I just aged out
Out of his
the
age
system.
range.
I aged out of the system, I guess.
That is that's severely up.
Yeah, so I just never talked about it after that because I thought, well, he left me alone, so now everybody's safe because nobody else was talking about it. So
Mm-hmm.
I just continued on, and I didn't find out until recently that it happened to more people than just